Beer wood, beer wood Bigfoot ghost, beer wood Bigfoot ghost, beer wood Bigfoot ghost. I'll say that 20 times over. All right, let's do this. Hiya, my name is Matt, and this is my new channel, Beer Wood Bigfoot Ghost. Yeah, that's what I said. Beer Wood Bigfoot Ghost. Say that 20 times over. So you're probably wondering, why is this guy talking about four things together which don't seem to relate to each other? For me, they absolutely do relate because they're four key interests of mine. Things I think about, things that I do, where I spend my time and energy, if you will. And I'm hoping that one or more of these topics, beer, wood, Bigfoot, ghost, are of interest to you, so we can have a conversation. So, what am I going to do with this channel? Well, I'm going to give you a little background on myself and why these four topics are something I'm interested in, and then I'm going to give you the direction I'm going to take this channel. And I'll probably put out a series of videos under each one of those categories: beer, wood, Bigfoot, ghost. Okay. So a few years ago, I retired from my career. And like most of you out there still working, sorry, you got long hours, long days, and sometimes long commutes. And that was me, absolutely. And outside of working 50, 60, 65 hours a week, I spent all the rest of my energy pretty much with my family. But had a little bit of time left over for myself. Got to take some personal time. And I started to do things related to these four categories: beer, wood, Bigfoot, ghost. Okay, so let me break those down for you a little bit here. So leading into retirement, people would ask me, what are you going to do? You've been doing this thing for over 3 decades. Are you going to go out there and get a job that's related to what you just did for 32 plus years? And I thought about it for about 2 seconds and I said no. I'd had my fill. I'd been there, done that. So I made 2 promises to myself. The first is that I would do nothing. If I decided to go back to work, I would do nothing that resembled what I did for that 32 plus years. Yeah, kind of crazy. Take those knowledge, skills, and abilities that I amassed during those 3 decades and just kind of throw them away. But you know, like I said, I'd been there, done that. And I didn't want to put any more energy towards that career, that topic, that thing that I did for so long. So the second thing I promised myself is that if I did decide to go back to work, that I would do something that was related to one of my hobbies or interests. And again, those are beer, wood, Bigfoot, ghost. Okay. So I was fortunate enough to be living up in the Northeast when the beer boom happened, if you will. Craft beer, craft breweries, whether small-scale microbreweries or larger production breweries, opened up. And I went from drinking a lot of local domestic stuff that I grew up on to kind of the beer exploration, if you will. And so leading up towards the end of my career, I was frequenting a number of great breweries in central New Jersey, where my family and I were living at the time. And one in particular was a family-owned operation, a father and 2 sons that were running an incredible microbrewery with a great tap room and great people. And so I was spending at least once a week there with my wife. We would go in and Friday, Saturday night or what have you. And they got to know me and I got to know them. And just casually one day, the owner asked me what I was going to do when I retired. And I just joked back and said, I don't know, work for you? Well, about 30 days after leaving my career, that official retirement date, I was working at that brewery. They hired me as a beer tender, moved me up into an assistant taproom position, a manager position, and then made me an assistant brewer. So I capitalized on one of those great hobbies of mine. In addition to that, I'm a home brewer. I've been home brewing for years. And again, I said I'm into craft brewing. When my wife and I left New Jersey to move to our forever home in Georgia, had no intentions to go back to work at all. But apparently I suck at retirement. And I found that a local startup brewery was opening up in the Athens, Georgia area. And so I reached out to them, had a great interview with some wonderful people, and I'm working there today. They hired me as a cellarman, and I've kind of transitioned to basically beer tending, serving beers to the customers that come in through the door. So that's kind of my beer odyssey, and there's a lot more to that story, but I'll save that for another video when I talk about beer. Wood. So I'm the kind of guy that doesn't like to pay anybody to do something I could do myself. So I started doing DIY projects around, oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw that. That's Bigfoot on there. Yeah, it is. I started doing DIY projects around the house. And now that we're in our forever home, my wife and I have owned about 8 homes together in 4 different states. And so every one of those, I think, I left them in better condition than I had bought them, and for the new homeowners to enjoy. So as I started doing more and more DIY work, I started progressing into woodworking, and that led me into becoming a maker. And I actually make money doing my woodworking now. In fact, a lot of the work I do are for breweries. I make tap handles, I make flight boards, I do odd projects. I've made tap room menu boards at a couple different places. So that's my wood experience, right? That's the wood category. And again, in a future video, I'll talk about some knowledge that I've developed and some tips and techniques, things that you can try yourself. And then let's move on to Bigfoot. Okay, Bigfoot. So yeah, he's right here on the glass, by the way. Nice hazy IPA. So Bigfoot, central question everybody asks, is Bigfoot real? And I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to give you my opinion. You're going to have to check out a later video for my thoughts on Bigfoot. And ghost, my fourth topic, right? So ghosts, are they real? Yeah, I think so. And I have good reason to believe so. I've had personal experiences. So in some future videos, what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe those experiences to you, and then I'm going to talk about all things ghosts, all things paranormal. And I've got some pretty strong thoughts about the right way and the wrong way to go about paranormal investigations and whatnot. So that's it, folks. Beer, wood, Bigfoot, ghost. Beer, wood, Bigfoot, ghost. All related for me. I'm not sure that you are interested in all those 4 topics, but if not, just find the ones that you are when you start seeing me pushing out content. I kind of refer to this as the BWBG Life, right? This is how I live my life today. So I'm going to leave you with 2 thoughts. Well, before I did that, I'm on YouTube. You're supposed to say something like hit the like button below and maybe subscribe. Do it if you want to. Leave you with 2 thoughts before you go. 1, please support your local breweries and tap rooms. These are local businesses. They could use your help, especially in this economy. I think if you've never been to a brewery before, you're going to find great friendships that you can develop with people that are there just like you. So please check out and please support your local breweries and tap rooms. And second, the struggle is real, okay? I know that's a personal note to all of you, but whatever you're going through, whatever life is had in store for you over the last few years or currently, whatever roadblocks have been thrown up in your way, the struggle is real, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. My name is Matt. This is Beer Wood Bigfoot Ghost. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, hit the like button, and hope to see you soon with some future content. Thank you.